Hello, everybody. Welcome to this episode of Sunday Messages. It's going to be a PTA episode today. And before we get started, I want to remind all of you that DOM is going to be coming up on Sundays. So that is a class all about the energetics of power, getting the world to bend in your favor, really exercising the quantum field and your personal narrative about what you are capable of in any circumstance, any situation, anything that you have going on. It's going to reinvigorate and activate that power so that even if you're in the midst of feeling powerless, you will be able to have the tools in order to navigate your way through it and being able to come out on the other side of it and really alchemize any disempowerment that you may have faced. So this is hands down one of the most important transmissions that I have ever crafted and received download-wise. And I've been working a lot with this in my own personal life. So I strongly recommend, if you are feeling like you're getting swept away in circumstances, or if you want to feel into your power more, if you really are looking for some anchor points during this wild time on earth, come join us on Sunday, the 29th. It's $222 for a single transmission, and we're also going to be doing a Q&A sometime in like early mid-September. So come and hang out, join, and you get the replay, of course. So I will see so many of you on Sunday. This has been one of the biggest launches that I've ever had. So it's definitely something that is needed at this time. And I just want to make sure that you get in if you would like to. I also want to let you know that yes, the replay will be available for purchase after this. However, if you want the early bird price, I recommend that you get in for the live session because I will increase the price once I make it available for purchase as a replay on my website. So I just wanted to give you all those good details. All right, so this week I do not have any submissions for the advice column, but I do have quite a few prayers today. And then we will pull some tarot and maybe an oracle card to wrap up, and then we will be complete for today's session. So this first prayer is for Lindsay, and it looks like you requested a prayer for moving to Austin, and you did it. Congratulations. You kept your house in the Midwest. It's now an Airbnb. Hell yeah, you're going to make profit off that thing. Absolutely, without a doubt, without question. Full agreement for lots of profit. And you are looking for some routine to keep you grounded. I am in full agreement for you to anchor into different points during your day that feel really supportive. I'm in full agreement for you to integrate a healthy masculine structure that really adds to your quality of life and keeps you energized. And I'm also in full agreement for you to get into your own space and find a happy, healthy home for yourself. Congratulations. That's epic. That's amazing. I'm so happy to hear you made that move. Okay, and this next one is for Gabriel. And this is another moving prayer. So I know that you requested a prayer like earlier in this past week, but you sent an update and you have been approved for a house. I just love this. I love this for you. Congratulations. That's amazing. I'm so freaking stoked for you. So you are modifying this prayer, and this is the first time that you're moving out of your family home. That's epic. Okay, so you would like the move to be easy, smooth, and that money will continue to flow freely and grow massively. More money than you know what to do with. Okay, I am in full agreement for you to move into your own space with ease, for it to feel outstanding and liberating and exciting. I'm in full agreement for all of the resources and money that is necessary for you to create this healthy nest for yourself to be accommodated with ease. I'm just seeing it flow into your experience. And I'm also getting the hit that you're establishing a new baseline normal for yourself. So remember, with every stage of financial growth that you're in, there's new levels that you shift into. So being able to maintain the expenses of a new home, that's something that you're just now calibrating to and then establishing that as your new baseline. So it's only up and up from here. Oh, and one more thing. I know that you sent a prayer about your love life. So I'm in full agreement for all of the clarity, all of the truth, all of the chemistry to be revealed more and more each and every day. I'm in full agreement for you to be centered and balanced and in your full-hearted expression in order for these relationships to go in whichever direction is best for you in this lifetime. I'm in full agreement for you to enjoy yourself, for you to be relaxed, and for you to be receptive to the love that you're being offered. And I'm in full agreement for this to be the time of your life. Okay, this next one is anonymous, and I'm in full agreement for you to receive the support and anything else you may need in order to develop into a loving and committed relationship, and also support for your partner to feel loved and secure, and vice versa. I'm in full agreement for you to be reciprocal in the giving and receiving of love, and for union to really blossom from that reciprocity. Full agreement. This next one is also anonymous. I'm in full agreement for you to receive support and stability in your work, for you to cultivate that internally so it can be reflected externally to you, and for you to receive the full-time job position that pays you well and that you enjoy, and for that to come in with ease. So I'm in full agreement for you to practice these energies so that they actually materialize. Remember, this is not something that you want to wait for externally. It's something you embody, you know in your bones, you become an energetic match for, and then it has no choice. So I am full agreement for all of that. Okay, that is everything for this week. So let's go ahead and pull some cards, see what's going on for all of you. What do you need to know? Also, by the way, hallelujah, amen, that full moon in Aquarius is done and over. I could not be more relieved. I hope you're all feeling better. I know that was kind of a brutal one. Okay, let's see what's going on. We have the King of Pentacles. And then we have the High Priestess, and let me get one more for this week. Ace of Rods. Okay, so there are 3 messages coming through. The first piece with the King of Pentacles is understand that anything can be built and accommodated, whether it be money or just an emotional experience that you want to have, which is basically the basis of everything that you can experience. It all comes back to how do you want to feel in that thing that you're asking for. So the King of Pentacles is coming through with taking full ownership of that desire, of that creation. The High Priestess is inviting you to focus on the energetics. So once again, we're coming back into this process of aligning to the energy rather than taking dormant action. I've talked about this before in previous podcast episodes. You can't take misaligned action and expect it to have major impact. You want to take intentional, focused, aligned action in order to really have a massive compound effect on what you're doing and get extraordinary results, right? You don't want to spin your wheels in the mud. You want to have a lot of traction. And by focusing on the energetics is how you get traction in the 3D. And then the Ace of Rods is the energy of act as if. This is a matter of confidence and conviction. I love working with the energy of conviction because it is the energy of unwavering knowing. So whatever it is that the King of Pentacles is presenting to you energetically. So think about what is the desire of your heart? What are you wanting? How are you wanting to expand? And then using the energetic work in order to embody that. And then holding the confidence and expectation that, oh, of course I can make this happen. Of course I can do that. Of course. It's certain. It's done. It's an absolute guarantee. It's without question. So that is what's showing up in this week's energy. This is a time to double down. I would say really be careful with what you're consuming. And by be careful, I mean be mindful. Really be precise in what you're consuming, what you're ingesting, what you're allowing into the mind, heart, and soul. And that is going to be half the battle. Then the other piece is really refinement. Being clear on what are you thinking? What are you doing with your time? What are you plugging into each day? How are you giving to yourself? Really getting crisp and sharp with those elements. And then seeing what happens, because the more energetic hygiene you do this week, the faster your creations are going to arrive. Let me pull one oracle card for the week. Daydream, cultivate aimlessness, allow yourself to fantasize about the possibilities, even if they seem unattainable. Find a comfy spot, let the project breathe itself into you. And this is what I'm saying about the energetics. You can plug into any type of energetic frequency that you want. Anything can be accommodated. A lot of what we can look to in order to gather data for ourselves when it comes to this is to really understand that people who have walked the path before us have created a blueprint where that becomes possible. And look, humans have been around for a really, really long time, and we do all sorts of amazing things, and we have been since the very beginning. So we are also the creators of our own limitations, and we also project those limitations onto each other, and then that ends up stunting people's growth. So you want to really practice the feeling of limitlessness, of anything being available to you. Piles of money, big houses, ecstatic joy, love beyond your wildest dreams. It's like those are the types of things that are infinitely available and created when we step outside of the limitations of what we experience as 3D. 3D is fun, but that's not where we create from. So that's just kind of a consequence of the energetics that we're doing. So this is the time to really get into the fantasy, the daydream, cultivate that, receive that frequency. Because a daydream that feels really good is a frequency that you're practicing, and the more you practice it, the closer you get to it, the more you receive it, the more it'll materialize. So that is where you want to go this week, and that's going to help you a lot. This is also a great time to plan. One of the things that I love about Virgo season is it holds the energy of the new year planning. Like when school is starting, everyone's getting prepared. It's this energy of beginning. So this would be an excellent time to check in with yourself on what you're embodying, what you're focusing on, what you're working towards. Does this feel good? Is this still in alignment? And really sharpen up your fantasies and see how that works for you. All right, my friends, that is all that I have for you today. Make sure you check out Dom if you are interested. Go to onyxhealing.com/Dom. If you would like to submit a prayer request or an advice column submission, go to the links in the description box or the show notes, depending on where you're listening to this. And I will talk to you all next time. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.